Morning, everybody. Welcome to the stream. Very Dead Gaming. I'm Very Dead, and I'm playing a little bit more Elite Dangerous. The goal today is I'm trying to get to 1 billion credits again. 1 billion credits or bust, and see if I make it. So that's the goal. I'm running passenger missions today. Flying in my engineered Anaconda, tricked out for passengers, and I'm basically looking at serious atmospheric 2.5 million credits or more per run. Doing a pretty good job. Got them all with that one set. Back up here. Alright, at capacity, here we go. So here we go, jumping out. Okay, there we go. First run to Sothis this morning. I'm going for 1 billion credits today or bust. We'll see how I do. Is. So I'm at about 7.5 million right now. Give me 1 moment. Sometimes it takes a little while to get settled in before the stream. Alright. Sirius Atmospherics, here we come. Darn it. So what I'm doing this morning is basically building up my bank account so that I can go on a spending spree and trick out a ship for hunting the bugs. Anti-Thargoid technology, Guardian stuff, so on. Scanning the beacon. Yep. Back. Where we go? This should net me pretty close to 24 million for this run, and maybe 20. I don't know. I think I can do about 60 million You know, I might be able to get one more mission if I dump my shield, but I've been taking a lot of hull damage, so because I've been flying like I'm drunk, I think. I don't know what my problem is. Good morning to everyone. I'm gonna make 1 billion credits today, or at least a couple 100 million to make it to 1 billion. I got most of the way there. Been here before. The most I ever had was like right around 3 billion, just short of it. And I spent it, you know, because that's what you do when you have a couple billion credits. You just go on a spending spree. I bought a bunch of ships, and you know, and the ships aren't the most expensive part. It's all the A-rated gear that comes with them. 8A power plants and such, and power distributors. Those things are expensive. End up spending a lot more on modules than you do on the actual ship. And then all the time you spend engineering those modules. It's pretty ridiculous how much time I've spent. But, I mean, I'm playing the game, so fun. I'm enjoying myself. Happy weekend, everybody. We made it to Saturday once again. These weeks keep on clipping by for me. I mean, I cannot believe another whole week has gone by. I have so much planned on a Monday. Like, oh, I'm going to get a lot done this week. And then Saturday rolls around and it's like, I didn't get any of that crap done. Maybe one thing. But it wasn't like I was sitting around doing nothing. So back to Hauser's Reach. And each run, I think I'm doing about 20 million credits per run. I suppose if I know, you know, I do have a cutter that could probably hold more, but the problem is that these are first class and they use the whole cabin, so you don't really get more missions. What you need is more. You need more stalls for passengers, basically. Or more cabin. Coming in at the wrong angle here. It's really slowing me down. Too close to the planet. I'm gonna move away a bit. There we go. Much better. If you're too close to a planet, it really grinds you to a halt.
larger vessels, Commander.
Mm-hmm. No larger vessels give way to me. He's running into me. You ever notice that?
Access granted. Prep for arrival on landing pad 3-2.
You can be the biggest ship out there, and the little ships don't give way for you. They just cut right in front of you. This is what's called a safe approach. I'm playing in open, and so there's a lot of other commanders around, and every now and then, and this is a popular destination.
Take note of speed restrictions, Commander. Slow down.
Yeah, see, they're yelling at me to slow down. I'm at 98, but when I use my thrusters, I went over. I'm at pad 32, so I'm coming a little slow. Pad 32, make my turn. I have to remember that the landing pads in the 30s are really close to the entrance. So it's always a good idea to come in a little bit slower if you can.
Contact. Dispatching ground.
Alright, let's make some money. So we'll call it 760 is where I'm at, 759.9. So I should be just short of 780 after this run, or maybe just a little bit above it, and that's where I'm hoping. Gone are the days when the board would go quick. Yeah, so just short of 70. Well, that didn't pay as much as I wanted, unfortunately. But we'll make another run real quick and see. There's nothing here at Sirius. Okay. Yeah, these are all payouts. So this is where you have to board hop. It's unfortunate, but it should be refreshed with better paying mission. Oh, they're all low. That's a good one. They're killing me with these low paying missions here today. Relatively, anyway. And I wish it wouldn't put you back at the top of the list. I know it's the... Just leave me where I was. Good one. Another good. Finding a 3 million credit one at the win. 5, and we'll call it that. Here we go.
Detach confirmed. Restrict speed until clear of the station perimeter.
Welcome, Fire Tiger, but as far as credit amount, 2.5 million and higher for a passenger mission. And what I'm doing is I'm running the Robigo Sothis round trip. I can do that in 2 jumps. But so that's pretty much what I'm looking for. Basically, I'm just building up the credit stores to go on a spending binge. Thanks, the HUD colors. Yeah, I went through a ton of them before I found the ones that I liked. The orange was a bit much for me, though. Yeah. Yeah, well, here's what I'm doing. It's for Sirius Atmospherics, so that's basically what it is, and so the only criteria are that they want to go to Sirius Atmospherics from Robigo, and that they're paying more than 2.5 million for their trip, and that's it. And you know they're illegal, so but it's an anarchy system, so it doesn't really matter. Yeah, it's business first class. It doesn't matter. What really matters is how much it pays. And so basically what I needed was for each cabin needed to hold a minimum of 8 passengers. That's pretty much the only criteria, because the missions were running about 8, between 6 and 8 passengers. So, and you know, they're not economy, they're not bulk passenger mission. But not being quite so choosy. You just, as long as it's above 2.5 million, you take it. Because it's such a short turnaround. The round trip, you know, 2 jumps, and then basically then you're out to Sothis A5. But I've done just about every sort of credit making scheme, except I haven't done a lot of passenger missions, so I decided I'd give it a shot. And it's pretty low risk, not a lot of excitement either. That's why I do it during a live stream, so I can chat with everybody else while I'm doing it. Because without company, this would not be fun at all. And the ship I'm using is Anaconda that's been pretty heavily engineered, but I stripped out almost all of the components, all the modules in it, so it's just basically a passenger shell with a huge jump range. I'm right around 53 light years with, you know, all passenger cabins is what I do. So when I strip the thing down for longer jumps, I can get it just under 80 light years with it. So it's been pretty modified, lightweight, all that good stuff for all the core components. And it has a Guardian FSD booster. I went to the effort to get those, and that makes a huge difference. If you're thinking of getting anything with the Guardians, the FSD booster is the one that really kind of changed the way I play. Made every ship have amazing jump range. I mean, you know, I can in a Federal Corvette. Oh shoot, I gotta slow down here. In a Federal Corvette, I get over 30 light years. You know, with a full weapons loadout, which is ridiculous. You can actually use that ship in the bubble for just about anything now. I highly recommend it. I was shocked at the jump range I get in my ships. And then, you know, you can... Any ship that has that extra slot available, because it uses one of your optional... Back to Robogo. Oh, come on. Can't light up for me. Ooh. I just crashed into the beacon. And my ships, the shields on this thing are so weak that could have destroyed me. If I didn't have 4 pips. Oh. Oh, the heck. Hit the wrong toggle. So what are you doing in the game these days, Fire Tiger? Where's your interest lie? My focus on getting these credits is that I'm going to build out a couple of ships to fight Thargoids. since I haven't done that yet. I really didn't have much interest in it for quite a while. But it's one of those things that I think it would be a lot of fun. Yeah, exactly. I did the more money, more ships thing, and I mean, I kind of still do it because they keep adding ships, so it's one of those things where it kind of never ends, and you can do so many different things. Then it's like, well, it's such a pain in the butt to re-kit my ship out all the time, so why don't I just have 2 or 3 of the same ship, but each one for a different purpose? And that's pretty much where I'm at now, so. Yeah, they make it tough to make a lot of money quick in this game. I mean, I've been around for a few of the impressive, 150 million, 200 million credits per hour gold rushes, and they were fantastic. I mean, that is if you like making money, then it's a lot of fun. I mean, and it doesn't take a lot of time. I enjoyed doing the skimmer missions. Those were pretty damn fun, where we just blow them up with missiles. And once you figured out how to do it, I mean, you could whip out 200 million, almost 200 million an hour before they nerfed it, and it was pretty amazing. And yes, I don't judge, because I do the same thing. If I'm looking to make the most amount of credits in the least amount of time, so that I can do, because that's really not my goal in the game, is to have a lot of money. But in order to buy ship and fly recklessly sometimes, without worrying about rebuying your ship, then yeah, you got to have a lot of credits in the bank. Yeah. Well, I don't know how I learned about the skimmers. I think I just happened upon a couple of guys that were doing it, and they just told me, "Hey, this is a good way to make money." And so then I went and tried it, and I was like, "Wow, this is easy." And then it was, and I mean, I haven't tried it since they put the total nerf hammer on it, but they had nerfed it, but you could still make about 80 million an hour doing it. And I think they've even further now. What they do is they just limited the missions don't spawn. They cut down how many there are, and which is kind of sad. I mean, there are missions in the game, and if you can figure out a way how to play it more efficiently so that you make a ton of money, you shouldn't be punished for that. But I've also noticed that most people have really quieted down about ways to make money. So, like, if you find a way, kind of keep it to yourself, because if anything that approaches 100 million per hour is gonna get hit with the Nerf bat.
JC Papa Alpha Tango. Please comply with flight regulations as you approach the station, Commander.
And a lot of it too is there's a lot of stuff that people won't do it. They won't do the skimmer missions. I mean, a lot of people did, but I would say the bulk of the people who were playing this game didn't. And I went through some effort once I found out that skimmers were profitable, and I went and I found some hidden little gems that I didn't tell anybody about, and I was happily doing my 200 million credits per hour until they across the board limited all the skimmer missions, because you could find them anywhere. I mean, if you looked around for good the systems that fit the criteria for putting out skimmer missions, you could find them where nobody else could see them. And with so many planets out there, you'd be the only one running skimmer missions out of that system.
Deploy landing gear.
Well, believe it or not, there are ways to transfer credits that are frowned upon. But yes, I get your meaning.
Landing successful. Dispatching ground crew.
They're indirect methods, but they work.
This facility offers a range of services. Check your information panel after docking for more details.
But the biggest problem was that people were complaining because they didn't want to play that way. They didn't want to go and do skimmer missions. So because they didn't want to do it, they said, well, why don't you take it out of the game so that nobody else can do it? Because I don't want them having more money than me because they could take doing it. And I don't, they could endure doing these mind-numbing missions where I couldn't. So, it's all relative, really. I mean, I don't really care one way or the other. It was really fun doing it, but now that it's gone, you still make credits. It just takes a little bit more of a time sink. And I found I found a video online. Somebody had with the healing beam lasers and going to like a combat zone or whatever, and just attacking everything, but you have two ships that are constantly healing each other. And that was actually a lot of fun to do, because I would kill thousands and thousands of ships. I had me and a friend of mine would set up our ships, and we would just let them run. You just had to keep them lined up, and you'd get kill after kill after kill. And it's kind of a good way to harvest materials. It's like if you have two cutters that are healing each other, but they're fully kitted out with collector limpets, and then you max out your cargo hold in like 2 hours. You can pretty much max out all of your like level 4 and 5 materials, and get all kinds of other, it's just pretty amazing. It was an automated system that somebody else came up with, and I went to the trouble of kitting out a couple of ships, and it was fantastic. I keep 2 ships available so that I can go back when I need materials, and I just find one of those conflict zones, and I basically harvest the ships, and they can't hurt you because you have, I mean, every single ship in the combat zone the conflict zone can be firing at you, and your shields will never go down. Those healing beams are so powerful.
Ensure you have received authorization before entering the document.
I'm just board hopping here. Regenerate the missions. They were, again, too low of a payout. So almost 800 million, so 200 million to go. Oi, it's gonna be a long day. Especially if these boards keep loading this slow. Give me a break. They're not giving any. No, they're all 1, So 3 of them are good. Yeah, you know, I might redo my my cabins and throw bigger economy ones on, because they're all paying 2.5 million, and I think I could run a lot more missions. Yeah, economy. Yeah, these are all economy. I'm gonna attempt something here. I'm gonna so the what just happened there? All of a sudden it wasn't showing the destination. Did I change something? Where's the... What's up with that? What did I change? I want to see the destination. Doesn't. Did you see what I did to change that? Because now I'm not... I want to see where they're headed. Not the cabin. Oh. That's a... I don't know what I did. But I'm no longer seeing where they're going. And I don't know how to change that or how I changed it. Anybody have an idea what I did? Because it used to say over here where they were going. And now it's showing me the passenger count and the cabin class, but not where they're going. So what did I do? Anybody? Because that's... Oh. Oh, I see. I have all my missions, that's why. Got it. Well, that's... Now I feel even more stupid than before. That's why.
Detach confirmed. Departure authorized.
Swell inside the docking bay.
A lot of traffic here. So I was thinking of getting a second Anaconda just for hunting Thargoids, but I'm not sure what the best big ship is for fighting them or attacking them, because I have to say, now with the big jump range of my Corvette, that seems to be pretty good. I don't know, for soloing I don't think it would be good, but flying in a wing, I mean, that's where I'm more interested in doing that anyways, a wing of bug hunters. Yeah, I'm getting them. How you doing, Volt? Having a good day, I hope. I'm grinding them out again. I'll be, I think I'm going to be playing a little PUBG in my evening stream. Ah, Forza. Good stuff. Oh, going a little retro. I haven't played CS:GO in a long time. Yeah, you know, go ahead. Rub it in, why don't you, youngin'? Yeah, well, you have those fast reflexes for that kind of thing, so. Yeah, I'm actually getting a little bit better in PUBG. And now I tend to get a few kills per round and hang around till the top 10 anyways, or pretty close to it. Top 15 is probably my average. But you know, I'm not quick enough yet. And I'm starting to be able to see, that's the trick to that game. You have to be very good at seeing movement, very subtle movement, and I'm not. I do better in a group because I'm always hiding behind the other 3 guys. The biggest learning curve is that you just gotta learn to not be afraid to die. Yeah. I have a family-friendly stream. Except when I'm cursing, so. I had to do that. I was getting... Early on, I was getting trolled. And the stream was awful. I mean, the chat. And I just didn't want to have to deal with that anymore. So, it pretty much takes all the swearing out. But on the other hand, if you come into voice chat with me, that doesn't get filtered, so I'm kind of a hypocrite. But aren't we all? It just seems that people in the chat... Oh, really? Yeah, I make a ton of videos for BF4. I've been playing it a lot. I just took a break. I'm definitely rusty at that game. And also, none of my friends play it anymore. Nobody plays. So I end up playing alone, and much harder to do well in that game when you're by yourself. Time to head back, rinse and repeat. All right, I will. I usually try to invite a few people whenever I'm playing, but usually no one ever takes me up on it. And it makes me feel sad. Everybody else, all the cool kids are playing PUBG and Fortnite. And, you know, I've never been a cool kid, so... So I'm out playing BF4 by myself. Yeah, yep. Building. That is where I have my epic failure. It's like, oh, so I now have to shoot and build? Yeah, but, you know, Mighty G, he just mocked me. He's like, oh, you are the worst at this game. You are so slow. But believe it or not, I did get a win in the duo with G. He just told me what to do and where to go, and I got the win. I was heavily coached. No, we both got a couple of kills, and all he did, he basically just told me what not to do. Don't do that. Go do this. And so I would go do what he said, and we made it to the end. And then there were a couple of teams. We let them kill each other, and then we both finished off the last guy. I stuck around behind him and hit him with a shotgun, and then G picked him off with a sniper rifle, and we were done. But if you ask him, he'll say he carried me. I played a little PUBG this morning, and I just did one round and got a couple of kills and made it, I think I made it to 12. And I got caught between cover because I made a desperation move and I should have just stayed put. That's right. So a lot of times what I'll do, just to kind of get myself conditioned to dying in that game, is I'll jump into there's some real hot spots on the map where everybody goes, and it's always massive firefights for the first probably 3 minutes of the game. But if you survive through that, you'll make it like all the way to the top 5. Unfortunately, I hardly ever survive through that. I'll usually die. I'll get a few kills and then I'll get taken out. But it gets you... That's how you gotta practice, because you have to practice fighting in that game. And if all you're doing is hiding all the time, you never get good at any of the guns. That's how you get far in solo, for sure. Critical, you get some good weapons in the beginning, and then pretty much just wait for everyone else to kind of chew each other up.
Alpha Tango. This is an independent star system, Commander. Request docking permission prior to touching down. Access granted. Clear for landing on docking bay 02.
Got it. The tricky part is matching your rotation to the station. Number 2, I don't know where number 2 is at. I think it's right up. Yep.
Security surveillance is in effect at the facility at all times. Any acts of aggression will be met with an appropriate response.
Warning, landing gate not deployed.
These people are so impatient with me. You got it, the Chromatic Dragon. That's, in fact, if you look at my ship, it's chrome plated. So yeah. Yes, I haven't played it in a long time, but yeah, I played for years and years and years as a kid and a teenager, and into my early 20s, and then life happened, you know. But every now and then, I still have all the stuff. Yeah, I'm trying to get my kids interested in it, but they're like, "Well, where's the touch screen?" It's like, no. Oh my gosh, I don't know. I'll have to go look through all my stuff. I haven't even thought about it in years. I have my brother. I just went and visited my brother, and he surprised me. He's like, "Hey, look at all this D&D stuff of yours I found." I was like, "Oh my god, I thought all this was destroyed." And some of the stuff is from when I was 12 years old. He has old characters that I made, and you know, campaigns and all that stuff. It's very cool. But unfortunately, my original dice are gone. Yeah, I don't know what happened to mine. But, I bet they'll turn up. I bet they're somewhere at my mom's house or something like that. And she'll be like, hey, I found these old dice. Do you know what they are? Like, don't throw those away. Alright, so cross the 800 million mark. That was my goal yesterday. Just didn't work fast enough. Low quality mission. Wait, I wanted to do. Hang on a second. Let me check out the shipyard. I need to. Oh no, not the shipyard. Outfit. I want to. Let me see. See if I can find a economy. Of course, they don't have any passenger cabins there. So I'll have to leave. But I was thinking, if I used economy class, I'd probably be able to get 10 more missions or so. Because I could just take them all. So I'm going to try that. Did I take any missions? I did. Alright. Alright. See you in a few. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and re-kit this ship a little bit with big economy class type 7. See if I can. Oh, you know what? Not gonna work. If I go to the passenger line. Any day now, please. Excuse me. Yeah, see, because they're all VIPs. That's the problem. When you have these VIP missions, they don't split cabins, so you can't do the... They'll take up the whole thing. So it doesn't really matter what size it is. So I'll just stick to what I've been doing. There's really not any other option. At least here. Getting there. I can taste that 1 billion credits. this run makes probably about 20 to 25 million credits per passenger run, and they take, I don't know, they take what, 10 minutes each, or 10 to 20 minutes each, I'd say. Somewhere in between. You can get between 3 and 4 per hour. So between 60 and 80 million an hour. That's not bad. Look at that planet. Isn't that beautiful? I'm not going to hit it. Looks like I'm going to hit it, but I'm not going to hit it. I'm going to hit it. See what happens. Look at that. Isn't that awesome? Hang on a second. I have to mark Sirius atmosphere. There. Isn't that beautiful? I mean, it's on the other side of the planet, so here we go. Stay outside. See the yellow line? Gotta stay outside of that. Get away from the planet. When you get a little too close, it really sucks your speed down. There we go. Now I'll get around that planet. I forgot to mark. I marked the planet, but I did not mark Sirius atmospheric, so I came in the wrong side. Where I'm heading. Oh, I won't do that again. Well, I probably will, but I'll try not to. I just wasn't thinking. Time to scan. To the Gal map and go back to Robigo. And this will hopefully, I don't know, I'm thinking I'm gonna play until it's 10. I'll probably play another hour and a half, about 11:30, and then see where I'm at. I know what I'm gonna do this weekend. There's always so much to be done. What is the wondering what the best ship to fight with the Thargoids is if you're in a wing.
Alpha Tango. Please comply with flight regulations as you approach the station, Commander. Landing permitted. Prep for arrival on landing pad 3-2.
32. Tell me that guy is obeying the speed limit. Another perfect landing. Well, we'll see. Not bad.
Contact. Dispatching ground crew.
Just cashing in. Nothing really great. Alright, so I just board hopped so that I can hopefully get some better paying missions. I'm looking for 2.7 million and up. We'll see. So 830 million. So that's not bad in an hour. I did thinking the 750. No. A lot of good paying. Kind of drying up. Good one. One more to go. Come on. 5. This one. There. Board up again. Come on, give me a mission. So I'm working at getting my 1 billion credits today. Anyways, that's the goal. For I'm trying to just build up my funds so that I can get out there and build up some anti-Thargoid vessels. Because I haven't taken any part in attacking the bugs, and that's what I'm going to start doing, I think. Take part in some wing missions and all that good stuff.
Landing coupler disengaged. Watch for oncoming traffic when passing through the airlock.
We would like to welcome all commanders to this facility. Please ensure you complete all docking procedures.
So these passenger missions they'll make you pretty close, between 60 to 80,000, or 60 to 80 million per hour. I'm getting close to that. I think I'm in between there, like 70 million is where I made in the last hour, so that's not too bad. I haven't really given much thought to what ships I'm going to buy or to take on the Thargoids. I mean, obviously the go-to ship is the kind of the jack of all trades is the Anaconda. It's got good weapon spread and can hold a lot. Happy Saturday, everybody. There's nothing I'd rather be doing right now than playing Elite Dangerous. That's why I'm doing it. So anybody else have any good credit earners that they go to on a regular basis? I'd like to hear about that because I have a few that I do, but most of them have been kind of nerfed out of existence. So that's why I'm doing the passenger missions. This one seemed like a good viable credit earner, steady, not too difficult, not too mind-numbing. You could carry on a conversation while you're doing it. All good things. Not a lot of risk involved, because the risk will come later when I have my, you know, 500 million credit ship that I'm taking out to attack Thargoids with. There. Alright, tourist beacon scanned. So nobody has any good credit earners, huh? You're all looking for one. Well, this is a good one. If you already have a large ship, even if you don't, I mean, I first started running passenger missions with the Asp, and it was okay. I mean, I made a decent amount of credits with it, so. My favorite credit earner was the skimmer missions. That was just, it was actually fun too, because you were just taking missile pot shots at things. And I got in on the tail end of that. I just happened upon it and I was like, oh yeah, that sounds like something that would be fun, and you make a lot of money doing it. So found a couple of hidden gems, my own little systems that nobody else seemed to know about, and really made sure to earn as much as I could on those before they nerfed them into non-existence, or you know, they took them out of the game completely for a while. One of the easier things that I did was go after my Navy rank, the Federal and Empire ranks, and rank those up pretty quickly. So that I could get the cutter. You know, it was mostly the Empire rank. I had already, well, no, the Federal rank too, because I didn't have the high rank, so I couldn't get the bigger ships, and so I focused on that for about a weekend. I mean, it didn't really take very long. I ran a ton of missions and just kept ranking up. I have never really done a lot of trade, so that's not my thing. So my rank, I'm not elite there, and I'm not elite for combat yet. I think I'm one away on both of those. And the last one, I guess, is the hardest one to get. You just have to kill so many ships. And because you don't, the thing is, you don't get any credit unless you kill elite ships, so they're fewer and farther between. Anyways, just I guess I just keep plugging away at it, and eventually I'll get there. So delivering some more happy passengers, sightseers. I'm just basically a futuristic limo service, and I'm taking passengers out on basically a joyride out to this planet where we scan a beacon, and it's just one big party on my ship all the way. For them, anyways. Me, I just grinding it out. There it is. All right. One more done. Get this thing landed.
GLAC Papa Alpha Tango. Comms link established. Please approach the station at a safe speed and give way to larger vessels, Commander. Access granted. Set down on landing pad 3-9.
Pad 3-9er. Right up by the entrance here.
Docking bay access is bidirectional. Please keep the airlock clear at all times. Thank you.
All right. Another set of passengers
Contact. Dispatching ground.
happily delivered. Let's cash these babies in. Come on. Should get me close to 850. Oh, look at that, 853. Nice. Just under 25 mil. Sounds like Mighty G got second place. He died right at the very end in Fortnite. Good job, G. Farther than I ever get. Alright, we're gonna... All right. Okay, so so I'm just basically picking up as many passenger missions that are going to Sirius Atmospherics and pay above 2.5 million. They're getting harder to come by. So, well, I guess I'll take the 2.2. Good one. All right. Off we go.
Detach confirmed. Restrict speed until clear of the station perimeter.
In order to keep bay traffic flowing smoothly, please follow standard operating procedures and request docking permission before entering.
Ooh. have to get my ship tuned up. It's not detecting that it's aligned with its proper trajectory. Just quietly running passengers back and forth. It's about 120 light year round trip, I would say. I can do it in 2 jumps each way. I'm just short of the jump range I need to get it in 1 each way. I find that I fly this ship an awful lot, the Anaconda. It's very versatile. Can pretty much do anything in it. Another run. Not bad. That's the way. Gotta get it quick. I'm gonna hit 1 billion today. I don't know if I'm gonna do it. Maybe 100 million is all I'm going to be able to rake in this. Unfortunately, this is one of the things about this game, is that you can't really do anything without credit, and so you have to devote a significant amount of your time earning them. And it's the same thing with materials as well. You can't really do anything without materials, so you spend a significant amount of time, a not insignificant amount, gathering materials and all of that can add up to a lot of time. So, besides playing games and triathlon, I love to cook. And so I'm thinking, what am I going to do for dinner this weekend? I cook for my family, so not sure what I'm going to do this weekend. I have this recipe. I do these stuffed poblano peppers. You put a little, I make refried beans, or pinto beans, and I mash them. They're not really fried. And then I'll take some chorizo and stuff the poblano peppers with the beans and the chorizo, and then top it with just a little bit of cheese. It is good eating. It's really simple meal to make too. It doesn't even probably prep is maybe a half an hour, and then it takes 20 minutes to cook. So, and it's delicious. And I'm also thinking of doing for tomorrow. I have a leg of lamb. I haven't cooked that in a while. I haven't roasted it, and that's delicious. Anyways, you can tell I'm getting hungry. I'm starting to talk about food. Yeah, coming up on 10:30. My last half hour of my fast. And I do daily about a 15-hour fast every day, just to help maintain my weight, and because I found when eating 3 meals a day, it was gaining weight. So I kind of combine breakfast and lunch together, and then I just seems to work all right.
GLAC Papa Alpha Tango. This is an independent star system, Commander. Request docking permission prior to touching down.
Docking requested.
Granted. Set down on landing pad 3-2.
Hey kid. Hey, I played some yesterday. It was pretty fun. I'm gonna put that into my rotation. I'll play a few rounds of that with you.
You're on course, Commander. Ground crew are on standby.
How you doing today, kid? You yeah? You got I liked it. It was fun. It's very throwback arcade style. I like it. So what you doing this weekend? You doing anything fun? Your kid's behaving? Your boy? How old is he now?
We will be forced to respond to aggressive actions. For peace of mind, please stow ship weapons while inside the dock.
Takes a
Contact. Dispatching ground crew.
I don't have a lot of cards yet, so my weapons are pretty crappy. Takes a long time to get kills, but I was doing all right. That's a pretty decent game. I definitely will play it again. So there's a lot of new games coming. 16. Oh, come on, man. Now I'm really feeling old. 16. Oh, I bet that's trouble. Yeah, my God. It's a good game. I enjoy it. Oh. You need to stop with this. I'm sorry I asked. Yeah, I know. My daughter is today's her birthday, so there you go. Just turned 12. And that seems crazy. So are you I don't know if I asked you, are you looking forward to Battlefield 5, or are you pretty much done with the Battlefield series? All right. Yeah, don't put it in the chat here. If you're on, you know, a sec. You can whisper me, because I know it's a private PS. So or if you can get into my Discord, I updated the link. So if you have a Discord, you can get in there and just send it to me. So close. Look at that, 871. Come on, I'm gonna be just short of 900 million when wow, just nothing. Serious? What? Having a hard time finding these high-paying missions. Give me a break. That's good. So, all right, I'll catch you later, kid. And I'll check, you know, send it to me in Steam. Yeah, there you go. That's perfect. Thanks. I'll I'll get in with you then. Enjoy your weekend. Alright. Come on, gimme. Looking for those higher payout. There we go, 2.7. That's what I'm looking for. Alright, I think I just need one more mission. Anything? No. Rotate the boards again. Board hopping for everyone. Alright. Rolling the dice. Let's go. A lot of 2.5s I see. Let me just check this guy real quick. There, that's what I was holding for. 0.7. That's the one. And so back to Sothis I go. Just gonna...
If you don't have access permission, please exit the facility immediately.
Ship release. Restrict speed until clear of the station perimeter.
That was close.
Reports of heavy traffic. Approach at a safe speed, Commander.
Oh, well, for me, hey, crazy y'all, welcome to the stream, but for me, what constitutes a good passenger mission, and it really depends on what you're doing, but for me, and this particular route, it's first and foremost the payout. It's got to pay over 2.5 million per mission. But then second, it's got to be to a very specific destination, and this one is it's called Sirius Atmospherics is the destination, and it's a tourist beacon. And what you do is you take all your passengers and you scan the beacon, and then you bring them back. It's much simpler than a lot of these other ones. And for me it's 2 jumps and then a little bit of a super cruise, and then 2 jumps right back to the station. So that's what's constituting a good mission for me right now. I'll show you when I get back. And when I start picking up some more missions. But, you know, it really depends on what you're actually doing. What I found is typically the least amount of jumps, the better. And then what you're, like this, I'm way outside of the bubble. I'm doing that kind of Sothis and Ceos. There's really nothing, and Robigo, there's really nothing else out here. So, you don't have a lot of options. They're easy to find on the board, and there's a lot of them. So 2.5 million to 3 million per mission, and I just fill up my cargo hold with as many as I can get. And I'm probably doing between 20 and 25 million credits per run, and each run takes about 15 minutes. So close to between 60 and 80 million, almost to 100 million. I have never hit 100 million yet. I've gotten close on a run of 4 to about 80 million, but I think I run just a little bit over an hour. Yeah, they're pretty good. You can make a decent amount of credits. My goal today is to hit 1 billion. It's been a while since my bank account's been there, so and that put me at just over 200 million for the day, and I don't think I'm going to get there, but I'm going to give it my best shot. And I haven't done a ton of passenger missions, but they're pretty much the steadiest payer. If you can find a good system, and there's a lot of them out there, you can make some decent money. And I'll show you, this is how simple it is. You drop out. Then all I have to do is scan the beacon. And then you just go back home. Head back home, and that's all. That's basically that. Then I go back to Robigo, I drop off my passengers, collect the money, and then fill up my cabins with more tourists, and head them back out. And I'm this. I don't know what kind of ships you have, but this is an Anaconda with a Guardian FSD booster and a fully engineered, grade 5 FSD. So I get a ton of range, and so it makes this. I don't quite have enough to get this down to one jump when I have passenger cabins in. I can do it in one jump if I'm empty, basically, and don't have heavy cabins. It would be so sweet if you could do it in one jump. It would. I mean, it would really cut down on it. I could probably get 5 runs in an hour then. But you know, you get just one can dream. So I'm on a couple of things I'm doing today. One is I'm working to get to 1 billion credits, but I'm also trying to get 50 followers on Twitch so that I can, that's the last hurdle to becoming an affiliate. And so if you like what you see, anybody watching, and you feel like giving me a follow, please do. I'm about halfway there. So again, just heading back into Hauser's Reach and drop off the passengers. Thanks, Crazy All, for the sub. I do appreciate it. One of these days I'll get to 50.
Alpha Tango. This is an independent star system, Commander. Request docking permission prior to touching down. Permission authorized. Adjust heading for approach to pad 09er.
Look at that. There's gonna be a collision, you watch. see where I get here.
Contact. Talking to engaged.
So close, so close. 100 million away, 110 million. So I'm averaging about 70 million an hour, so that's not bad. Okay, so there. That was a mission that I picked. I'll find another one. So it's so I'm looking for, over in the right column, I'm looking for serious atmospheric, and then I check the amount. And that's too low, so I skip it. There's a good one. And those are the only two criteria that I care about for these missions. It's the payout and where it's going. A lot of low paying. That's a good one. So if you find a this system I'm in, it's Robigo, Robigo. Look it up if you don't know where it's at. It's a little bit ways outside of the bubble, about 400 light years or so. So it's if you don't have a good jump range, it takes a while to get out there. Wow, low-paying missions, garbage. All right, so what we do is we're gonna board hop, reload the mission or the passenger board, and hopefully we'll get some higher paying missions. Yeah, exactly. Well, they don't, they don't give you good missions. You gotta get the good ones. That made life a lot easier when I figured out how to do that. But still, I mean, you're still at the mercy of the random number generator, and just all these low-paying missions. Take this. I mean, real dog. Ugh. And he did. There you go. They're terrible mission. Gonna have to relog again. Awful. hopefully this'll third time is the charm. Usually I get much better paying missions than this. They're starting to dry up, I think. It's because I'm close to 900 million and I want good missions. And so the game's just not giving up. There we go. It's like the more you want it, the less it shows. Game getting stingy. That is gonna work. Oh. So we're off to Sophis. Yeah, I'm about at 150 million for this round, which is that's not bad. It's about two hours, 2.5 hours. I don't know. Last run, and then it's 11. I'll be taking a break. My first meal of the day comes at 11, so I've been up early, and I'm getting hungry and cranky. So that'll put me to 900 million, and that I think was that 700. So 200 million, pretty close to today. And you know, after I eat lunch, I know I'm gonna come back, and I think I'm gonna have to get to that 1 billion. So this is the last Cirrus Atmospherics. It's a little beacon. You just have to scan it, and your mission is complete. You just have to drop them off. And back we go. This will be the last run, and then I'm thinking it's lunchtime. Back to Robigo, one last jump, and my shift is over. I can park the limo and take a break. Nothing like being a space limo driver. So that's been a pretty productive day. I'm I'll hit 900 million. I was at I can't remember, 740. Somewhere. I like to line up the mail slot on the station as much as I can without slowing down too much. Oh, too far. Look at that. Right dead on with the rings. That's very cool.
JJC Papa Alpha Tango. Please comply with flight regulations as you approach the station, Commander. Request approved. Set down on landing pad 17.
Alright, landing pad 17.
1,000 meters from touchdown.
There it is.
Access to docking facilities requires flight control authorization. Please submit requests before entering the docking bay.
Okay, there we go. We are landed and ready.
Landing successful. Docking restraints engaged.
Alright, 890 million. We're gonna hit 9. There it is. Come on. Last one. This will cross us over there. 902 million. Yay! Right. That is 909 million. That's pretty darn good. All right, I am gonna take a break here. That'll be it for this stream. I'm done playing Elite Dangerous for today. I'm 100 million, well, 91 million short of a billion. I'm gonna probably get that tomorrow. But thank you guys for watching. I appreciate it. If you are so inclined, please subscribe or follow. I live stream on YouTube, Mixer, and Twitch, so whichever you prefer. And again, I'm trying to build up some a following here on Twitch and also on Mixer. But I'll be back on tomorrow. I stream every day. Pretty much Monday through Sunday mornings is the thing for me, so 8:30 a.m. Arizona time. You can kind of figure out what that is for you, and I will be back. Thank you very much for watching. We'll do some more Elite Dangerous tomorrow morning. I'm almost certain I'm going to be streaming on tonight, but a much more different. I'll be playing PUBG, which is I mean, it would be strange if you were into both of those, but you know, I'm strange and I'm into both. So, anyways, I'll be back on later today, and we'll be playing a little bit of a shooter, and that's pretty much how I'm gonna play the weekend. Anyways, so have a good one, and I will see you next time.